Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the second regular season match in the Battle Line Wednesday event. We have 5th ranked IVB attacking on Nicodemus Hill against the rank 9 5th Florida. And then we have the rank 7 8th New York attacking the rank 4 Missouri State Guard on Hill's counterattack. It should be two very exciting rounds. With that being said, thank you to our Patreons. We're not doing Patreon anymore. If you want to support, go down below the video, hit the join button, and you'll be able to support me and get numerous perks there. With that being said, here's the current standings. Standings are based on the number of points you have, and then from there the tiebreaker is broken by your KD ratio while you are leading. And then our regiments for the night: on the Union team we have IVB, 8th New York, 1st VA Cav, 5th VA, 9th Corps, and Mississippi Brigade. Whereas on the CSA side we have 5th Florida, Missouri State Guard, Jackson's Division, Colquitt's Brigade, who will be on Union round 2, Graves Battery, and 12th Virginia. With that being said, I hope you enjoy this event.
Ready?
4 seconds. They're spawning in. Oh, they're gone. They're in. They're in. They're here.
And with that being said, here we are live on the glorious battlefield. It should be an exciting fight
I'm
tonight.
so excited. Oh my god.
Speaking of which, we have Bus.
Yeah. Yeah. Battleline Network reporting live.
There we go.
Battleline Network reporting live.
And then we also have Corded with us.
Hello.
So this will be hype. Sevi here versus Zoo. A big clash here. Very exciting. Cannot wait. Last time we saw Nicodemus Hill, a lot of artillery. Will we see it tonight? I don't know. Looking at our numbers quickly, it's about a 110 v 110. Pretty dang even. And artillery, Union has 8 and CSA has 11. So pretty even on artillery.
Indeed. It just looks like Union's going to go toward their right side. There's also some hanging out behind the house. You don't see that very much.
The Union hiding. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's dox these people. That is the first week I have in 8th New York. Maybe they're just still getting ready. But let's quickly look at the CSA defensive position. Holding behind this White House here, we have 1st Delaware, 1st Maryland. This is basically Sussy Brigade with 12th VA. Sussy Brigade is a bunch of regiments with 5th Florida, 5th NC, 1st Maryland, and 1st Delaware. You have JD holding up top. That is the leader of 1st Delaware, ladies and gentlemen. You have Graves Battery shooting the artillery here. They should really be pounding the Union right now.
Why are they shooting the artillery? What's wrong with them? Why would they do that? Oh, there we go.
Oh wow, that was sick.
I like that better.
Holy shit. Oh my god, that killed most of the IVB! Oh, no way! That's insane! Oh my god, insane! That was insane. All of the IVB is dead except for fucking Sevi and Potato Soup.
No, Sevi's dead, I think.
No, Sevi's alive. Sevi's alive.
Sevi's up.
Like,
Insane. That is insane. That's crazy.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
They waited too long there. Graves Battery getting plenty of time to aim. But the rest of the Union pushing up with Sevi.
Like, I would have pushed out if I was CSA there. I don't know what they were doing, sort of waiting there. They're getting clumped up behind that house, getting all scared.
The Union can have an opportunity here to respawn with their flags. They have 3 flags right there. The 4th one's kind of holding back. More Union coming in here, that being Mississippi
going
Brigade.
on the point.
There is indeed. You see Mississippi State Guard here. QC. I don't know what that
MSG,
is.
that's the stuff you put on your ice cream.
Indeed.
Whenever you
Wait,
makes it taste like chicken. Yeah. When I was in England, there was this girl who would carry around MSG everywhere. And
I mean, that's fine, but ice
put
cream?
it on. Yeah, she put it on everything, even her ice cream. She really loved MSG.
I don't know about that.
Real cute Chinese girl. Her name was Huang. Quinn, something like that. I don't know.
Anyway, Sussy Brigade and 12th VA charging the Union out, winning there successfully. A couple of Unions still holding on point. But looking at the top of the hill, you do see the rest of MSG and JD taking shots. CSA collapsing on pouring. More Union pouring in. Why are they pouring in so late? It is... Oh, IVB, they're back. War Crime yelling to get out of here. And they really need to. They do have a flag, but
Heading straight to the barn, it looks like. Heading straight to the barn.
Some of them going forward, some of them going back. Wow.
There's Mr. Preacher there. Gray's battery hitting. Nothing there. I don't know. Or that was... Oh, no, that was CSA, I think.
Graves battery had the moment.
Wait. Hold on.
Union in disarray.
My headset was the wrong way around. I'm not gonna lie.
How is it the wrong way around?
I had one ear is for your right and one ear is for your left.
Oh. Wouldn't the microphone be facing the wrong way then?
No, I have a standing mic.
Oh,
right.
that's just fancy.
I have a $230 microphone. I'll let me know. It's just I don't feel like. Oh, first Delaware coming over here to engage. It looks like Preacher inside the barn.
Is there Union? Ah, there is some Union in the barn indeed.
I hope everybody else followed us. Oh, he's right here.
Hags hoping Union followed him, but little he's realized the whole CSA team is here.
Oh, big skirmish here with the IVB in the first Delaware, killing some of them.
First VA Cav kind of engaging, getting some CSA Rambos. What? 12th VA Colquitt's Brigade pushing forward, taking shots at some Union who are trying to get the flags.
I was watching over by the barn. McPhail, nice hiss, and Huncho eliminated the rest of Preacher's men back there.
Oh, he's making it.
All right, so massive movement over there again, the left side.
Liberal Tears goes down, losing that flag. Anyways, Union, Argraves battery lining up on them.
I'd hope
they
so to do that
completely
same thing
overshot.
Again. Hopefully another shot will come in here soon,
Yeah,
and it kills one guy. I don't think they're going to get much more than that.
They knock over a couple of people.
A couple guys, killed about 4.
But here goes IVB in 9th Corps. Sevi up front, 12th VA, Colquitt's Brigade, falling back.
is falling back. Artillery shot, overshooting a little bit, hitting some guys, mostly knocking them down.
A lot of this charge is very, very spread out. Some Union moving up to the top of the hill as well, but CSA there as well. Looks like more of a distraction.
Looks like Delaware might be getting killed here. 5th NC and Delaware are all dead here to the IVB. Unbelievable. McPhail's still standing. And he dies.
Yeah, the rest of
CSA seems prepared.
So Union's
the
gonna...
charging a wow. Okay, this might be...
This is kind of a spread out charge. Union artillery getting a hit.
Oh, they're charging the cab too.
Oh boy.
So the Union is splitting apart, some charging, some going into that barn on the other side of the map. We have Mississippi Brigade and 8th New York taking shots with the CSA, holding up on
the glorious first Delaware sitting behind that barn. We're taking shots at those IVB guys. I think they're the ones who killed them all. From that charge, I think it was probably first Delaware, probably killed them all. Another Union push coming in again on the left side. Unbelievable. I'm actually eating a red velvet cupcake right now. The cheesecake filling on top is a little bit too cheesy for me. Too sugary. It's too sweet. I can't handle it.
Are you gonna have a Bus Foods review channel?
No, but I'm gonna get heartburn. Oh, what was that? You just shot canister?
A lot of the Union, though, are just kind of getting in, spawning in, and then charging right over to this barn. They're very, very spread out in this sense.
Very adamant about getting this barn. It's still completely in their hands, but it's just
starting to move
a weird obsession with that barn. There's souls pushing the barn as well.
12th VA pushing forward. A Union hitting engage. CSA up probably. They have 40% remaining on battle already. There goes McPhail out in front all by himself. Let's follow McPhail with the first Delaware.
First Delaware coming up here. Novon's up front.
CSA's up. They're trying to get around the barn here. Will Tommy see him?
Novon doesn't see the guy. Novon doesn't see them. Ooh, an execution-style maneuver there. Tommy is executed. There goes 9th Corps there. Bye-bye to them. Still some more surviving behind the barn, though. Smooth jazz playing from Mr. Small Pencil. If you guys don't know this, First Delaware's main form of music is smooth jazz. We do often play it, and we are gay.
Thank you. So Union's still alive here. A couple CSA pushing in, but it looks like for the most part, the CSA is going to win this.
It didn't look worth it to me. I don't think it was a worthy charge. I think it was a little bit too spread out from Delaware and a couple other guys.
Look, CSA is almost down to engage now. But Union's reforming back up at this original position again. And IVB's... there comes artillery. Literally... Now they're going, but holy crap. I mean, Union, IVB, they're having their guys go up in one spot, and Graves battery's just aiming at that same spot. They don't have to be totally accurate.
Did they hit it? I missed it.
They hit it a decent amount, but...
Collector's pushing up now.
The rest of the Union at spawn, so CSA still firm control. CSA, though, very, very spread out.
CC needs to get a hold on this this orchard area.
And here goes IVB. Roy Connor leading the way, protecting the Collector. And the Confederates kind of pulling off from this barn again, returning to their original positions. Roy Connor going down, saving Collector's life.
Back to the barn. What is with this barn?
Well, it's a popular Union position because it's best cover you can really get, aside from going toward the wall on the west side, which is arguably a lot more difficult.
And it seems like CSA has been taking the bait for the most part.
8th New York pushing left. They're taking shots at the Missouri State Guard here. Shots being engaged at the barn, but a lot of the Unions getting there with their flags. Moving in to assist. MSG is more MSG. Look at that. 8th New York's doing pretty impressive. Union artillery getting a good kill
shot there. I would get out of there if I was MSG. That's a kind of a bad spot to be in. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially with 8th New York right here, kind of
who was 8th New York?
Shots.
So Kelly's brigade fell apart a couple weeks ago, or split off. That's probably a better way to put it, as they broke up into the Missouri State Guard, MSG, and 8th New York.
Okay.
And that's going to be the cool part about the second round, is they face each other. So who's the really best part of Kelly's brigade?
Barn here.
The Union's getting their whole team. Who's the one CSA guy here?
It's Hudson.
It's Hudson. He has a pistol.
Oh, he gets a kill there. I don't think they see him in there.
No. I mean, there's so many gunshots going around, they probably didn't even notice that guy getting killed. And if they did, they're probably like...
Not hit there, can they? Oh, they can hit to the...
They can hit the corner.
They could totally hit that corner there.
There's a lot of Union bunkered up right here.
Oh, they overshot so hard. What the fuck? They'd be so good if they shot like just... Oh! They didn't get anything.
No, they hit the wall in front of them.
I think they got one guy.
They got to hit to the left of the wall. Or hit the top of the door behind the wall, which that's
they did. They get a lot of good kills there.
I think
CSA's still pretty well ahead in tickets, but it's not gonna.
CSA spreading out completely on that fence line there. Yeah, they're up half a morale stage right now.
I don't know how long it's gonna last now that Union's got themselves
entrenched. I rarely see Union clumped up like this so much, because this would be a great shot for artillery. All they gotta do is not overshoot.
Nice of GB, yeah.
Gets one kill.
I think that one hit the wall.
That gets one kill.
That one was canister.
All right, clutch up here, GB. Ooh, some good ones. Like 3 dudes there.
3 whole dudes. 6 artillery shots.
What if they hit the barn next to the wall, like the white part of the barn? Would that actually kill anyone?
I would think.
I think it would go through it. They could, maybe, if there was Union back here, they could put it.
I'm just thinking, oh, they're coming out. UCSA's coming out.
Here comes
IVB's charging in. They're gonna get cut down.
Rest of the Union's moving out as well. IVB leading the way. Union artillery hitting CSA.
Oh, big morale loss right there for the CSA in 1 second. Like a big chunk got taken out. Did you see that?
I did not.
As the artillery shot, MSG got hit with artillery, I think, and it took a chunk out of the CSA.
Rest of the Union moving in. CSA spread out here. It is allowing the Union to can defeat in detail.
Open. JMac survived. JMac got his life saved by Doug. JMac's a very popular corporal in the 1st Delaware.
Why is the CSA holding out in the middle of the open here? We have Zapstar here popping off, as always.
A very spread out charge from the CSA there, going into behind that barn. They're getting fucked on the shed. Unbelievable.
But Zapstar's words are encouraging. And CSA is going to win this. And they're still half a morale stage ahead.
They really need to... I think they need to tighten up a little bit more.
Union taking losses. Union's still behind the barn with the flag, though.
There's Bobby running the flag back.
CSA moving everyone down in this direction, and whoever that
JD
poor man is. Yeah, no, that poor man. It's about 40%. So, but CSA still keeping a good ticket lead despite everything.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a little bit better if they want to win it. Union could very easily still win it.
Still, yeah, exactly. Still plenty of time for the Union to win this game. Who's counter battering?
I guess it might be GB.
First Delaware, if you zoom over to the first Delaware sitting on a rock, shooting at that white barn. A very interesting conversation going on.
Nice hit there by Shark. But I mean, TSA is still very spread out, but I guess that's what you got to do as defenders, though. I mean, you don't know where the Union's going, and Union's gonna hit far CSA right with their whole team trying to get this stone wall. You have MSG and JD moving into the defense. Rest of the CSA starting to move this way. Here we go. Cap'n calls him out. Union charging in mass. More CSA pouring in. Who's going to have control of this stone wall? It's going to be huge.
Hey, they need the cab over here. Get those pistols in.
Yeah, Union's winning right now. More CSA moving in. Looks like the Cav has now arrived with their pistols.
Cavalry's here.
Red from the Union here. More reinforcements coming in. They might be able to nip it in the bud here, but I don't know how it's going to play out for them in the long run.
That Cav came in, and that sealed the fate for the Union there.
More Union coming in.
Yeah, these guys are just going to die. And they're turning around and running away. But CSA is about to go down to taking losses. Very close to that. Union in the middle of the map here. 8th New York, why are they here? I don't know. They don't have a flag either.
Yeah,
Engaging 12 p.m. Confederates taking losses. And 12th VA wiping 8th New York.
Ultimately, that charge did help the Union kind of close the gap just a little bit.
The barn, more Union moving out barn.
Is that a first VA calf?
I think like last time we saw Nicodemus Hill, the Union's charge on the left was pretty spread out. I think they could have taken that wall if they were all pretty close together.
See what the Union plan is.
So
here
I did
now.
just realize there is a man imbalance of 12 people right now
Oh my god.
in favor of the CSA. It was perfectly balanced when we started. Something happened. We'll fix that for the next round, but that might explain a thing or two. The IVB is going straight for the center here. The rule is, though, if it's a 20-man imbalance for more than 75% of the event, I think that's what I have written down. Yeah. So is what it is, but Union's got to find a way. Got to find a way to overcome this.
Bold strategy going straight to the middle.
They are. I mean,
Whew.
GB getting hits.
Yeah, they were ready for him.
Showy.
They were indeed.
There goes Floaty Boaty there. Oh my goodness. That's what we called it back in War of Rights High School. It was an explody boaty. Whenever artillery just got released.
That just made the ticket differential very big.
Yeah.
Speaking, you guys speak any other languages?
Nope.
A little Spanish.
I speak the language of love, and I'd like to take this dull moment in the match to ask Corded out on a date to Ruby Tuesdays.
I accept.
Okay. Thank
Yo.
Where do you even live? What state?
What state? South Carolina.
Hey, that ain't too far.
You live in South Carolina?
No.
Yeah, I do.
That's
I
not
think you
what-
live.
That's
I
not
know,
what I
but-
expect. No,
I'm
talking about Buzz. I don't
I'm-
expect him to live
I'm
in South
expecting you to live
Carolina.
in South Carolina. Where'd you
Oh,
expect me to live? Delaware?
Not
I'm
South
in
Carolina.
Georgia.
I don't know. It just I don't know.
Interesting shooting match here. I don't think it's going to go well for the Union.
It's
New
been a good
York
time
is-
for Union artillery, though.
Union's kind of fallen off in the last, like, 5 minutes, I think. Artillery is really helping out the CSA quite a bit, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, even with the imbalance, right? The artillery has killed a lot
It's
of
only,
them.
yeah, so
Has it fixed
how
it
many
all?
men are there on artillery?
It's 12.
A little bit. So there's 8 men on artillery. Or no, sorry. There's
8 artillery for Union and 11, 13. 13.
Well, I think some of them are just for pistols.
yeah.
Oh,
So like 11.
Yeah.
that's a 6-man difference. So infantry-wise,
Yeah, infantry
that's
wise
about a
it's not
5-man difference.
Yeah, you have to always look at that. Is really is it that imbalanced?
The excuses we make to not balance people over.
Yeah, no, he didn't
Yeah,
even.
that's
The
not-
only reason why I saw it is because I got a DM from someone asking about it.
Uh-huh.
What is our door dog doing? He just ran the flag right into Fusewell Jackson's guys.
What?
You're something else, you know that? All right, boys.
Fusewell Jackson speaking the truth there. He just ran his flag, and another Union Rambo is about to go in right into the CSA trying to get the flag.
Yo, can you answer me something?
Some action happening over on the left-hand side now. IVB is at the barn again. They really like that barn. A shell went straight through somebody's chest, and he didn't explode, but he did die, unfortunately. Sevi spawned in. Sevi has spawned in. Sevi's here. Sevi, you suck at this game.
Sevi does not.
He's the worst shot I've ever seen. I've
The
never
wo-
stayed up. Me and Sebi never stayed up till 3 or 4 in the morning on the drill camp. Back in the 14th Brooklyn days, we never did that.
would be
There's
crazy.
Union independently charging up this left side here. It's actually IVB. I wonder if they're trying to pull the CSA over, but they're just losing a lot of tickets. I mean, the total ticket amount is still not crazy far. Union pushing right side. They could squeeze the CSA over here. Mississippi Brigade moving that way. The Union guys got to squeeze the 12th VA here, and they could get decently ahead.
Yeah, they run their flags out. And they mostly get wiped, I think.
Yep. More Union approaching the center. They're going to have a position here because IVB pulled most of the CSA off. 8th New York is here. Yeah, no, CSA is slowly beginning to move down this hill. But that was a good move by IVB. That ticket differential is getting closer here, about 20% difference. So there's still a chance.
Artillery should have hammered that fucking epic little shed there. It'd be so fun.
Yeah, it's a little tough to hit,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, true.
There's a house in the way.
Union artillery's got to hit the CSA, though.
CSA's got to barrel these shed guys. Susan speaking, saying something, and he's dead. There go, down goes Susan. Down goes Susan right there. Due south, he says, his dying words. We are flanked on the south, his dying words. A terrible shot from the artillery.
The
Another overshot.
I'm surprised the Union guys haven't moved out from the barn. Who's the CSA guy in this bar? We have Thompson here from the 5th NC.
Fusewell Jackson's moving, getting shots off on the shed guys. So good shot there.
This ticket differential is actually getting decently close.
Yeah, I think Union, like I said, Union's still totally able to win this. I mean, my bets are on Union.
Yeah, as long as CSA keeps taking the bait.
Especially a big PP man going in there and Ramboing into the shed.
I mean, look at a couple of CSA guys. Oh, Hateful being smart pulls back. Let's quickly look at our numbers again. So it's getting close. It's just within 9 now, so it's healing.
Hopefully these guys in the shed will get killed soon. Oh, Delaware's
charging.
Delaware's charging the shed.
Rada's Delaware moves in here, and that's going to be terrible for CSA. It's about a 20-25% differential in tickets right now. IVB just needs to charge and get these out of lines. They're actually just going to keep going. They're not even stopping. They're going. They're hitting...
not a good move there.
The rest of the Union's still holding at the barn there. I don't know why they charge all the way.
I don't know either. I mean, in the end, it won't matter that much there for that Union movement, but I don't think it was a good idea to charge the shed. There's still a lot of guys inside of the shed.
There's a Confederate prisoner by the barn.
I'm gonna stand.
No, please, no.
CSA Bugle Boy just died. I mean, Union could still win this. That's crazy. CSA Rambles are just charging into the shed here and dying.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's horrible. I don't understand.
The ticket differential is only like 10-15% off now.
Yeah, these Rambos are kind of killing the...
Both sides.
Yeah. CSA can't be too aggressive on this map, or else they're gonna lose tickets pretty fast when the Union realizes it.
Tickets are so low, and now tickets are almost dead even. They're not. CSA's not gonna win this.
Pencil just died. Ramboing. What regiment is he in?
I don't know.
Wow, it's surprisingly close. And the numbers have gone haywire again. 16. Wow, this is crazy. Should give IVB wins this. We'll give them an additional point for winning with the imbalance. That won't happen. I'm just saying that right away so that people don't think. No. So canister shot killing 5 or 6 Union right there. I don't know why Union continues to stand here. I guess artillery is hitting about half the time, but I don't know.
I'll be honest. I think CSA is kind of... Oh,
they just hit another 5 or 6.
God.
Union needs to not stand there.
I don't think that it's going to matter. I think that CSA is going to flub it, and Union will win regardless because they'll be on last stand.
Union can't hit final push. Wow, it's so close. So more Union moving over to the barn here. IVB respawns. We're 15 minutes remaining in this match, essentially. And wow. More CSA Rambos. CSA cannot have these Rambos.
Can't have any Rambos on this map.
No. The out of lines on this map are going to be insane.
Well, not going to be insane. It's they don't even need to have that many to lose their tickets. It's kind of just brain dead to Rambo on this map. Good shot there from the artillery, but they need more. They really need to salvo that same little barn area.
Are both sides about even tickets?
Nearly.
Oh, yeah.
CSA's had by a little.
Quite a tiny bit. They cannot stay even. Union needs to go to final push like now.
Why does I guess I don't get why GB has a couple guns focusing on counter battery. I mean, they probably have 6.
I would just hammer this spot on the left on the barn.
Union's winning tickets wise.
Yeah.
Wow. What a comeback. Not over yet.
I would pretty much call it here.
Yeah, guys, we're ending the video. We'll see you in the second.
Real uncommon to see CSA being pushed up this close to the barn.
Why? Who is causing the CSA to lose this many tickets? More Rambos. Why is CSA going down that fast?
What a guy going up. I don't know.
It's got to be there's got to be the Rambos, but it's not like there've been that many to justify that far of a fall. CSA, some beginning to fall back here. 12th VA falling back. Looks like they're heading near point.
Yeah,
they're doing
J-Rod from GB says, infantry, what the fuck are you doing? I agree, infantry, what the fuck are you doing?
They're going back to the stone wall. A lot of them are. They're about to hit last stand.
Really, that's where they should have been this whole time.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the right side. Because the Union's always baiting someone to come to that barn and take tickets. Even if they get wiped, they're gonna keep the tickets.
Great comeback from Union here. There's no way CSA is gonna win it. And they're still sitting on those rocks. They really should be off of there by now. The only one who can clutch this is GB properly hitting the shit out of that barn.
Yeah, but they can also lose a lot of tickets from the shots from the IVB.
They're not taking that many casualties, it doesn't look like. And
yeah, I'm not seeing any bodies.
5th Florida now falling back. So nearly everyone on the CSA team has fallen back. Actually, they haven't fallen back that far. They need to go more, but it's not like it matters at this point.
They need to all go
Ooh,
back
big
at
hit
once.
there from the Union or the CSA already.
The Union needs to get out of the way of this artillery. And there they go.
Yeah.
But at this point, you just don't want to hit final push. And there's not a lot of CSA left over here, of course. They maybe don't know that, but CSA beginning to shift down from the top right into that center. Union just needs to hide and let their artillery do the work for a little bit, so that they don't go down the final push. I don't know if it'll matter that much.
I mean, they could, yeah. Union does have good shots on it's like 12th VA and Sussy over here on this corner.
One of those Union already shots was good out of 4. What is 12th VA doing?
That's essentially the whole Union team over by the barn.
It is indeed.
I would move by now if I was Union. I would have gone.
I think they're just trying to avoid hitting final push. And let their artillery maybe get a couple more hits in.
I don't know. Probably, but...
Because, I mean, the moment they leave and get shot at one volley, they're probably going into final push. Oh, and here they go. 9th New York is in front. Brutish in the way. I'd be ashamed if he got banned right now. But why is CSA so spread out? CSA is very spread out.
Especially this far CSA right. Who was this? JD? They're very far away from point.
Union not charging together, too. They're kind of split up into 2 groups. This main group is heading to the house. The other one going up to those rocks.
There's a CSA group coming behind that Union group there. Hopefully they'll hit final push before they hit that point. There they go. Thank
That
you,
artillery
DB.
shot will do it.
DB saved it there. They could possibly have saved the match there.
5th Florida is going to get slaughtered in the center here.
Don't think it's a victory is going to be happening here, but
It is possible.
MSG needs to turn the fuck around. MSG needs to turn around.
They need to hop on the other side of this stone wall.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Here comes 9th New York. 2 minutes left. Some Union on point. MSG engaging. More Union pouring in here. Rest of the CSA starting to move down the point. They should have been here a while ago. I don't know if maybe they spread out because of Union artillery, but
It would have been an idea to just back off for a little bit and let the CSARD just hammer point.
Well, then you risk losing your guys and then just do an overtime cap on you.
You don't have to be on point. You could just be a little, like on the edges of it, and then let
artillery needs to start aiming towards the.
Right? No, you're not holding much ground with that stone wall right now, as broken as it is. So it's not really that much of a barrier.
these GB shots have to hit. The Union Swan's coming in.
If they clutch, alhamdulillah, I will name my first daughter GB. Oh, not much of a hit there. Already good hit there.
Now this is a good time to at least get knockdowns because it's just going to slow them down.
Yeah. Hope to God they start getting those shots. My heart's pumping. A decent shot there.
I mean, that knockdown. Oh wow, that shot actually killed more people than I think. 30 seconds left.
You're going to need a countercharge at some point. They're going to lose majority on cap.
Oh yeah, GB needs to hit that Union group. That blob that is about to come in.
Hit the one dude in front of it.
20 seconds left.
Zoo calling for a countercharge. It's not happening. I don't think it's going to happen.
They just got a cap in overtime. Yeah. Points going down in favor of Union. GB should just fire on point. Team. 3. Oh. And overtime. So Union's going to win this.
Game's done.
This is a well-deserved win. Well, that's a well-deserved win.
GB had one more shot that they need. They've been doing excellent all game. They overshot to the right. That's CSA really flubbed this. It was some serious CSA movements that were a bit questionable at times. I mean, they played well in the first 75%, then really fucked up.
Rambos. I can't wait to see
Rambos.
Bus, your thoughts for this round? I guess, do you have any more thoughts for this round?
Spread out charges from the CSA a lot of the time. It seemed organized up until the very end. Then Rambos are really killing it because they just got too comfortable. CSA got too comfortable. They thought they were going to win, and then people started goofing around. And you cannot have that on that kind of thing.
Corded, your thoughts?
Yeah, they also played a little too aggressively. The CSA did, especially when they were getting lower on the ticket end. Like they were like halfway through breaking, and they were still trying to get in the Union's face. That's just not going to work that well. And we'll see how many out of lines they get. That might have been a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Heck, great first round, though, for tonight. Very exciting. Lived up to that hype. Very excited to see the second round. But, I mean, I'm not so surprised to see Union have this many out of lines as they were just kind of trickling into that barn for most of the match. But let's see with the CSA out of lines. Okay, they're 80. Holy crap, 500 kill difference.
Still a lot.
Jeez, for sure.
They had about 60 going into last stand, which isn't great.
And with that being said, we'll see you in the second round. And here we are live on the second round. We fixed the balancing. If we look at our numbers, it's 4 off. Thank you, Colquitt's Brigade, for switching over. Thank you, Grim, to letting me know about that imbalance at the beginning. So, yeah, great first match. We're on to the second match, which is Missouri State Guard versus 8th New York. 8th New York leading Union here. Missouri State Guard leading the CSA. Both of these groups were part of Kelly's Brigade last season, and they split apart after the season. But they're both back. It's exciting to see them here. Anyway, Bus had something important he wanted to say. I don't know what it'll be, but...
Oh, well, I was just talking about how I got this game that I haven't played yet called Outward. yesterday. It's like a RPG kind of. It's like Kenshi, apparently, I guess, and like it's like it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it looks like the combat's kind of like Dark Souls, but not Dark Souls, and that it's not like just tuck and roll, but the camera style looked like Dark Souls, but apparently it's a big ass RPG. That was just what I was talking about. I've been playing a lot of Bannerlord recently though.
I wish I could enjoy more games like that. I really only enjoy like games like this, like Wherever I Tell It Loose, RTS games with a lot of people.
Yeah, I really like RPG games the most. I mean, I do like FPSs quite a bit, obviously, because I played this and Hell Let Loose and COD and Titanfall. Titanfall is probably like Titanfall 2 is my favorite game of all time.
Titanfall was I enjoyed the campaign.
New Vegas.
Oh yeah, campaign. What?
So
This game is gonna be boring. Imperial's counterattack is really boring.
I haven't watched or seen it in a long time. The last match I remember watching this was at the end of last summer, where it was a crazy match where we the final push last stand flip thing, overtime crap was happening. That's like a core memory of a match, because me and Sevi will talk about it every once in a while. But anyways, Sussy Brigade charging here on the left. Looks like the rest of CSA is following MSG in charge. Anyways, what were you saying?
I'm just saying. I mean, I like it's a very pretty area. I just think it's a boring map. I mean, it's a balanced map, but it's just like, it's so balanced that it's boring. It's a little bit Union biased, but it's just.
You think it's Union bias?
Oh, for sure. If you get aggressive, you'll be fine. I mean, I haven't really lost it as Union in a while.
I mean, I guess I haven't really seen the maps in a while. I need to spectate some more pubs. Quickly, though, 9th New York pushing very far on the left side. Looks like more of a skirmishing force. On the far right side, you see 1st VA Cav and 8th New York and Mississippi Brigade taking shots. And 1st VA Cav guys pushing forward. But most of the CSA here on the left side taking shots. 1st Delaware, Sussy Brigade here as well.
Yeah, that's my favorite route to take of the CSA. Is pushing to the left side. Because Union just likes to stay in that old fishbowl down there. All you gotta do is move up and shoot them, and it's pretty easy to get tickets
Not really
off.
hitting. CSA's not really hitting anything. I think they need to move up a little bit more and then shoot and fall back. Really.
IVB and 9th Corps taking shots at a few MSG guys.
That's where their artillery needs to hit. That's one of the few times that Union's gonna expose themselves.
Because Union never really goes out that far.
Looks like GB's gonna push a cannon through the fences, maybe.
We have Crocus Brigade in the center. But yeah, far CSA right side, haven't looked at this yet. You have MSG here, more of them. So, CSA...
I would move the group down to that right just to go shoot those dudes in the road, to be honest.
You're saying the CSA guys should push further down, or the Union guys?
The CSA should push further down. Oh, overshot artillery shell there.
Comes 9th New York and Collector.
Hopefully GB can do as well as they did last game here. That would really help them out. GB did really good. It's just that they flubbed that last shot. If they would have, that one shot went like 10 yards out to the right and just barely fucking, well, it didn't just barely miss them, but it would have been nice if it hit. That would have been big for the CSA, I think.
You know, if I was night leading right now, I wouldn't assign one of your officers to lead the line. I would just take my binoculars up to the hill where they spawn. That's like a wonderful vantage point.
Oh, for sure.
So you can just look, because his guys are on the right side. All you gotta do is just look over there, and you also get clear view of the left.
Back whenever Union 2 Corps was around, we would, I remember on this map specifically.
Oh yeah, those days.
Yeah, well, those were really good days, because what we used to do is we would assign a battle commander for the corps, and back in those days we'd bring 60, 75, and so one person would lead the entire team. So he would give out orders to IVB or 20th New York or 1st Delaware. One of us would, and then we'd follow that plan. So on this map, I remember just like sitting on top of the hill and ordering IVB around and feeling like a little RTS because I would see the entire team move around to one section. It's fun as fuck, and it was really effective because we won essentially most of the games where we had a battle commander like that. But unfortunately, yeah, it's nice. Unfortunately, the toxicity of Union 2 Corps got to it.
Dictatorships work out better.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I had to take a shit. I'll be back. I'm about to leak out of my ass.
I was a good old private in that glorious Union 2 Corps. Eventually officer, but...
What?
No, I was in IVB when we were in 2 Corps and crap.
Oh, yeah. I was in 2nd Corps when you were in 2 Corps.
Yo! Ain't no way.
Crazy.
And one of them still remains. The Union one.
Yeah. You were here before, or we were here after?
I think Bus is gonna be right. Holy crap! I just looked at the tickets. I haven't been looking at it this whole time.
Yeah.
And
CSA's like the same.
Union's destroying. Being destroyed. It's been a long time. Who's sitting in the open field? CSA taking shots in the open field here, mostly 12 VA here.
It's not even that bad if they do that. They're gonna be fine.
They hit. I don't know if they hit anybody with that. You can kind of see their shots.
Maybe charging these skirmishers on the Union left. Pushing them out. Ooh, is GB gonna get a shot off on the IVB with their cannons?
This is fun to watch from a spectator view. They're all spamming sound mats here. They are not stopping. They're gonna charge all the way to Richmond. You get another one. Are they gonna go for their artillery?
No, it's out of bounds. I mean, they might Rambo it like Electra is, but... Some might say this might be a waste of tickets for Ramboing.
And potato soup goes down. Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
there he goes.
Who?
And they are losing a good bit of tickets.
They are indeed. For the sake of comedic effect, it was worth it.
Yes.
No. And I think Bus, great prediction here about this map. Okay.
Alright, well, not IVB's in a position where they can get hit by artillery. They can land their shot.
Speaking of which, their flag goes down because of it. I used to really hate this map, but then I hadn't played it in such a long time that I forgot. This map's okay.
For some reason, it always feels overplayed. I think it's just back in the day, it was played so much because it was quite balanced. At least compared to other maps.
I don't ever remember this map being more balanced than other maps. I remember it being always CSA bias, and that'd be a crazy feat to win this. Not as crazy as like Cook's countercharge, but...
Oh, yeah. But I mean, as far as some maps are, there's like no perfectly balanced map.
Oh, yeah.
Which is frustrating.
CSA charging the Union right.
Oh, here we go. That's what you gotta do.
And yeah, no, that's exactly what the CSA needs to do. They need to charge these guys crouching in the middle of the open field as well. They get some nice kills there. First VA Cav, they got to charge these guys out or hit them because now they're getting hit hard.
VA shooting that first VA. He's freaks out here by himself.
Freak here does not want to retreat. Will he get a kill with the shot? No.
Sad times.
Yeah, sad. Preacher, if you're seeing this, you gotta cut him. Nah. He's done. Is this oh no. Feast Your Eye is from JD. Oh. No, he didn't want to get the kill. So sad.
Maybe he didn't see him.
Oh.
It's Freak see him.
What are you doing? Hey, Freak, you have a chance at redemption here. The eyes of the world are watching. Missed.
Nope.
It's not like it's an easy shot. You're crouched. What is... Ah. Union and Rambo on the right getting slaughtered. But...
You gotta hate Rambos on either side.
I mean, that's been the really... I mean, the first round, big theme was Ramboing. This one, you're kind of seeing it, but... The ticket differential has gone a lot closer since we last looked at it.
Oh, Peter. Peter, I pooped. Talk about a mud pie, Peter. That was terrifying. I burn everywhere, all over my anus, Peter.
CSA artillery. Speaking of explosions, CSA artillery getting some kills there. You know, but IVB is holding very far forward. I don't know why they're that far forward.
I guess they haven't gotten shot at very much.
Could CSA artillery hit that corner that the Union normally hits? Maybe that's why. Maybe 8th New York wants to keep everyone spread out.
Oh, dude. We got some smooth jazz going on the Confederate left right now. Small Pencil and Waluigi shooting up. One of them just hit the flag. This is beautiful. Oh, there we go.
Union hitting engaged. It took them 19 minutes, but here we are.
Peter, they hit engaged, Peter. I can't do one of those. I gotta work on my Family Guy impressions. Can you do a Lois?
I don't. I would have to listen to it.
Peter! Peter, I have boobs, Peter! Oh.
Peter, what are you doing?
Okay,
Peter.
Bus. Okay, Bus. Okay, Bus.
Peter.
Okay, Bus.
Oh, big Union death. IDB just got pooped on.
I mean, they're so far forward. You never see Union holding this far forward.
J-Man running to try and pick up that flag. It's good to see J-Man back in the IBB, I'll tell you that much.
Great times. So he
J-Man,
took a LOA for like a week, and then J-Man came back.
Amazing medic.
J-Man's the best medic that we've seen in Hell Let Loose history.
Hell Let Loose is the
You know
best.
what the greatest experience I had with him?
What?
Is last week we were playing, right? And me and him were charging up this open area, and he died. And he just like shouts down his mic, "Medic!" like over. And this medic is like approaching him, and then passes J-Man. J-Man gets even louder. It was a thing of beauty.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. J-Man, love you, J-Man, but possibly the worst medic in Hell Let Loose.
Oh no!
Played with.
No! He probably would ask for a medal.
Yeah.
For that. But
ask for a medal for the worst medic.
Union pulling off that right corner, pulling further back to their spawn, almost behind it. What we see them do historically. Collector, a bunch of IVB guys, and I were playing Hell Let Loose, Confederate Team engaged. But Collector and I got like 20 dudes to charge across this open field, throwing smoke bombs and everything. It was so beautiful. We all died. But what a great game. But nothing much happened. CSA's got a cap. I mean,
Nice catch.
There's currently 15 Delaware guys in the disc. Maybe we should start coming to these.
you should, Bus. Love to have you.
I'll have to think about it.
As long as you put your numbers in the beginning and don't come halfway through.
Amen.
Like I used to. Then we put him with Zoo. I said, hey, maybe we'll come. It just depends. Sometimes I want to play Hell Let Loose.
No, that's fair. Those 2 matches I watched were very enjoyable to watch from the sky. I will say spectating Hell Let Loose is, I don't know, it's weird. It's different. That's probably a better way to put it.
Things are a lot more spaced out, it feels like a lot of
The
time.
spectator
IVB
cam
moving
race
up
is
on
good.
the far Confederate right. Yeah, that spectator cam is really cool. Ooh, IVB getting killed. Some MSG. 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 MSG, will they die? MSG, will they win or die? MSG? Oh.
They're like half retreating.
Okay, MSG
GB's
won.
with them. You sounded like that NFL announcer. Crap. It's a really boring one. He has a bunch of compilations. It was like a guy returning a kickoff or a punt. He just keeps repeating the guy's name as he's running down to the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. You know what you're talking about. Cum fart.
No, yeah, of course.
Wow.
I can't believe that they called themselves MSG. That's awesome. Monosodium glutamate.
Yes,
They're
sir.
all Chinese foods over here on the right side.
Not
I'm gonna
even
start
just
calling them the
Chinese, man.
Chinese, and we're gonna get some very angry comments in the in the YouTube section.
You know,
It's not monosodium glutamate. It's Minnesota fucking
State Guard.
Minnesota.
guard.
Missouri State Guard.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. Obviously, very, very, very union biased.
Yes,
Those of you
we
who don't know.
have, for some reason, we have been called union biased in the past.
Despite the fact that me and Corded both mostly play on the Confederacy, even though I'm a union.
It's very hard to be in part. I mean, we're always unbiased. What am I talking about?
I mean, I
Yes,
do
I am
prefer
union biased,
the
apparently.
union, obviously, but I don't prefer the union to win in this game because it's more fun to play as a Confederate.
Yeah.
Because they get better rifles and better regiments and better maps.
No, I just think you're racist.
I do like them because they're racist.
Basically, you see all these names on the CSA side right here. Basically, they're racist.
All of them.
See, CSA, 5th North Carolina Reichs Commissar, and
These are actually all their real life names here.
yeah, actually, Reichsfuhrer, that's his name. He's a musician. Why is he a musician? That's terrible. Why do I have Waluigi muted? Is he?
He must
Also,
have played,
is he-
mostly
is-
plays pubs.
Yeah, no, that's why.
Oh, that might be why.
Yeah.
We are almost halfway through this match, and we've seen one major charge that wasn't even major.
They're baiting him to cap. I mean, it's like I told you. it's
They're so
boring map.
slow. They have to cap.
Like,
You-
why is
Yep.
Star not getting absolutely butt fucked by like artillery or something over here?
Where
Like,
is Star?
Over in the straight center.
Yep.
He's
Same
been
for the
sitting there
people that
basically
are-
the whole time.
But even the people on top of the hill, the Mississippi Brigade right here, in 8th New York, that's a great spot for artillery to hit.
Yeah,
It's not the
I-
not the easiest
never-
one, but it's a if you practice it. That's
I
a place
really
to
don't
hit.
ever see artillery do that well on this map. I don't know if it's like hard because they're shooting from flat to up. I don't know, but
Yeah,
the
well,
terrain's a little bit weird for them.
Well, usually the Union is in better cover than they are now. Right now, they're exposing themselves just about everywhere. I was
So-
saw IVB pushing up far left, taking. well,
KD Eagle works like goal differential in like hockey and like soccer, right?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you don't know how the season works, 4 teams will make it into the postseason out of the 11 teams that are competing in the regular season. And those top 4 teams are determined by the number of points you have. And you get points in 2 ways. If you're the leading regiment and your team wins, you get 3 points. If you win while you're not leading, you get 1 point. Ties are broken by KD ratio, which that KD ratio is determined when you're leading. So that's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
So even if, as of right now, a team might have like a 0-1 record, but they'll have a higher rank than teams who have 0 losses. Yeah, or have 0-0. IVB and 9th Corps charging again. This really looks like what the Union plans on doing to making the ticket differential more even. CSA doesn't even want to gauge. They're falling back, so they're going to take skirmishing out of line deaths here. As the IVB charges, that body just holy crap.
They should have sent a CSA group over there to that right side way earlier. I mean, Union knows by this point that they're not doing anything. Oh, we got the Chinese guys over here. You might as well send some more Chinese people.
Looks like first Delaware is gonna be shifted to the right.
I'd agree. Yeah.
Boss, what do you think of that?
First Delaware shifting to the right?
Yeah.
Would be a smart idea. Yeah. I'm not over there, so I can't really.
Whether or not they have orders.
Well, right now they're not doing anything. I think they should. First Delaware should shift to the alt right. That's where they should go. Proud members of the. I'm
Be
trying
careful
to
with your next words.
I'm trying to think of an alt-right organization.
YouTube's gonna catch up on these words.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Like, what are they talking about?
What? Sam Hyde.
Hey, so despite the Union having less tickets overall, and them losing by a lot at the beginning, they're now ahead.
Yeah,
I think it's mostly because of those charges on that side from IVB and Knife Corps.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna put my money on CSA losing this one as well because I called it pretty early on the Nicodemus Hill map. And I'll be honest, I didn't want CSA to lose, but I saw the tide of turning, and I divinated and I prayed to Hans, and he told me that it was meant to be. So it happens.
Fair enough.
Now we got to make sure IVB doesn't get too uppity about it.
Why is CSA not capping? We're almost 25 minutes into this match.
So what's going to happen when CSA
losing.
caps is,
Oh,
they're not. The Union's not going to cap it back. Yeah, but they can do that. They can cap it just fine. They just need to not be on the point. It needs to be come into a fishbowl. You know, it's like.
If War of Rights turned into that, that'd be so sad. Like, attackers cap, attackers fall back, defenders recap, defenders fall back, attackers recap, and just everyone sits in their spawn.
That's what this map is for the most part.
Honestly, kind of is. A couple CSA guys starting to push further forward here on this left side. Taking
In the
shots.
real war, there was actually an orgy going on. Or sorry, not that. Sorry. There was a card game going on at Piper Farm, which is right next to this location, back to the far back. If you raise your camera and look to the west-northwest, Piper Farm there. And Robert E. Lee said, we have to leave, and that's when they left. That was the final attack. It was Hill's counterattack.
Confederate artillery getting some hits on the 8th New York guys. We got maybe 2 or 3 kills, but
I'll just start a Bannerlord, I'm not gonna lie.
so Bus finds this match exciting. No, but Cord is right.
Yeah, and if I was Union, once they cap, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'd go really aggressive and try and push the CSA back to their spawn.
Oh, that's what typically happens.
That's how we won it a couple weeks ago. It was 9th Corps' anniversary.
Yeah, you also outnumbered us by about 15.
Well,
so that also.
You know.
The hidden truth the media doesn't want to tell you.
I wasn't paying attention to the balance. It wasn't my event.
So we have MSG moving up the middle here. The QC guy. I need to figure out who these guys are. Last time I made a guess at someone's name. Some people got mad, but some people thought it was funny. Let's see here.
QC.
Who's leading the first Delaware?
First, you should know that, shouldn't you?
No, I told him to put an NCO in charge.
I guess Novon. He's the only one that has the NCO role.
Oh, he seems like okay, yeah.
So QC stands for Quantrils. If I'm pronouncing that right.
Quantrils what?
No, just Quantrils. That's it.
QC with QC.
QC. Okay. That would be it's run by Whiskey. Old First Tennessee, long time ago. Yeah, listen to his voice, you might recognize it.
Quantrunculus bombompulus.
I wonder what that stands for. I've never heard of that word before, though.
What is it?
Quantrils.
Well, it's probably because the name.
Is it Latin?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to look this up on my phone.
Looking at this Outward game, apparently Pixelated Apollo has played this previously. It says, one friend has played previously.
What?
Jeez.
Oh.
Outward.
Okay. So, according to Wikipedia, William Contwell was a Confederate guerrilla leader and a mass murderer during the
he's
American
KKK
Civil War.
guy. Is that the? Oh no, I know this guy. Yeah, he was the one who went up and raided all those areas and like killed civilians and stuff.
Quantrill Raiders were best known for their pro-Confederate partisan guerrillas, also known as bushwhackers, who fought in the American Civil War. Early in the war, Missouri and Kansas were normally under control of the Union government. But yeah, no, they just went up into Kansas and Missouri and started attacking civilians.
Based?
Well, now CSA is
Baked
Captain.
much?
Ah, here they go. It only took us looking up things on Wikipedia to
I'm
get them.
playing
to
an
find out.
entirely different game right now. I'm still in the game. I'll flip in between both of them, but I currently.
Yeah. How's Bannerlord going? What kind of mods you got?
I'm on Outward right now, but I have Hot Butter for Bannerlord.
Mhm.
I did be playing the Sex mod, the Bannerlord Sex mod,
Okay.
and Banner Kings. Those are my two main ones.
Hey,
We got RBM and Diplomacy.
and
Yeah, RBM is always on.
CSA have capped the
And-
point, and I
No
It-
way I can be Asian. Sorry.
it was kind of interesting when we were live streaming the preseason event a couple weeks ago. It's I honestly, you can probably tell in the YouTube analytics of a video because when you look in the analytics, one of the stats you can see is like what percentage of people are watching a video at a certain point. I wonder if that's the same, but for live streams anyways, when we streamed the preseason event, we had a match like this where it was very, very slow. And just the viewers went down from like 10 to 2. It was a thing of beauty. But both sides for the Union are charging. We're going to quickly look at the IVB 9th Corps side as they're the ones charging first.
Which should my character's name be in Outward?
That.
Quantrill.
Currently it's
General
Jen.
Quantrill. So
How do you
IVB's
spell
taking
that?
a lot of shots.
No, I don't know. Guess.
And
Quan.
let's see. And more importantly, this charge happening on the right side. Confederates have been taking losses first. Union kind of half charged here. 8th New York charged forward. And others, while Mississippi Brigade kind of held back. First VACAF here as well. Union's almost at taking losses.
They need to go in together.
And why they
IVB's
sit
gonna
back?
start coming from the middle. That's good.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, they might be... 5th VA is also moving up in the center, getting flanking shots. Maybe they didn't charge in so that they could wait for IVB and 9th Corps to arrive and encircle them and wipe them completely. Which, honestly, let's look at this because this looks a little more entertaining.
What's going on?
IVB 9th Corps charging. 12th VA going to try to stop them as MSG's retreating through their lines. I don't know. A lot of Union coming through.
Gotta go to the
And
dentist.
the Union charging on this flank as well. So it looks like Union's trying to knock them the last stand here because Confederates are now considered the defenders.
Yeah,
But
they're not gonna get the right side yet, though.
no, Confederates held that position. IVB 9th Corps need to get moving here. Not a bad thing, though, because then CSA can get more respawns. They can kill more and knock them down even further. But IVB 9th Corps wiping the Confederate contingency that was holding here. And there's a Confederate officer here, just a mag dumping here. Wolf here. Confederate artillery overshooting by a little bit. Now, what will the CSA do? Will they sit in their spawn or will they try to return to their positions? That is the billion-dollar question.
I don't know. We got some across the open field. MSG, 2 guys, 3 guys.
Yeah, CSA's kind of spread out. Like, a couple guys... I think this is the guys Corey was talking about. Yeah, they're just running right in the open at the Union guys here, which I don't know why they're doing that.
Oh shit.
Union does not want to cap. They want to force an overtime.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a 5th Florida guy on a Union thing, and I'm like, what the heck? And then it clicked in my head that, oh yeah, the Confederates have Union clothes here because they just came from Harper's Ferry.
So, here comes CSA pushing up. Probably gonna stop at that straight fence like they usually do.
Oh, that Confederate artillery
going
almost
over.
canistered right into their friendlies. They hit way short though.
Yeah, poop and pee.
Indeed. Looks like Confederates in the distance as well. They're going to try to converge maybe on this Union group. Union also charging in the distance. But most Confederates falling back from the top part. Those Union groups not charging. They're just kind of sitting back shooting. They should get up here kind of quickly, though, to help their friendlies, because those CSA from the top are starting to come down and flank them.
Yeah, I think. Ooh, who's this coming from the left? There's some more IVP. The reinforcements from spawn.
Yeah, here they
come. Hold down for a little bit.
Yeah, Union coming from all sides here. Union finally pushing through that right side as CSA starting to charge into this Union group. Right as the IVB and I assume some 9th Corps guys arrive.
I think Union's going to be able to hold this.
Oh, I agree.
You agree?
And a lot of Union on top as well coming in. Confederate artillery really late to the show. Confederates going down to breaking here. Union kind of close to breaking. They still got a buffer though. Yeah, Union winning en masse. And there's a lot of Confederate Rambos. Also, the fact that point can't be capped by Rambos anymore, that's crazy. Also, who's capping the point right now? Yeah, no, they were capping and they just yelled to get off. Man, they should really get off. They got 6 minutes to knock on the last stand, which CSA is putting themselves in a position to make that happen.
Oh, is this, or they lose, is CSA, oh.
I think CSA...
Yeah, big stinky here. They, after CSA loses that, initial point there, like after they lose the field on this when they've capped it early, they're fucked.
They gotta fall back. They gotta fall back. They can't push forward.
Well, they're gonna shoot them in their spawn if they fall back all the way. You know, I mean, I think they should shift to the far right. You know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anywhere the CSA should just not be here. They need to get as far back as possible and just pray they don't go in the last stand in the 5 minutes that the Union has to shoot them down. Union hitting breaking. Not like that means anything though.
They're going to shoot them in the last stand.
Where is that artillery shot?
Both VA needs to fall back. I don't know where this artillery is going. Artillery hasn't really been doing that much this round. Yeah, 12th VA should fall the fuck back.
Now they just have Rambos here from numerous regiments here. Or just guys that are remaining from that group. They're just dying out of line in skirmishing. That's not going to help your cause whatsoever. And then you do have more MSG on the left side.
After that straight fence, they'll be fine. I don't know why there's fucking people moving up.
IVB charging. What the heck is happening here? That's the first good artillery shot I've seen all game.
Yep, all the Unions in one spot. This would be a great target for anything to shoot at.
I don't think... artillery, even if it might be able to get a decent amount of kills, I don't think it'll have too big of an impact on this.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, could help them. I don't know if they'll be able to get him the last stand in 4 minutes, but I mean,
We gotta shoot them down.
I think they could.
If CSA keeps charging forward, if they keep charging, like 5th NC and these guys, like MSG needs to tell them to fall back. right? Because MSG's in charge of this, so all the blame goes their way, unless someone's just not listening to orders, but they should be. So I don't know why MSG is telling all their guys to push far forward like this. They're asking to go in the last stand. Pushing Union into final push at this point isn't going to change anything. That golden timer is not going to go down any bit. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why the CSA is pushing so far forward. Almost 3 minutes left. They're halfway, a little over halfway. Or I guess a little less to last stand.
Yeah, they need to focus on flanking around or sending like a smaller group to cap to kind of pull some of the Union off that road.
Yeah, and CSA is starting to do that. Like, CSA needs to keep, like, send 3 guys up. Because CSA could easily do this, right? Send a couple guys up and then around another point and just slowly cap it once it hits 0. And, like, we have some MSG guys just, like, going up and dying out of line. I don't know why they're doing that. Maybe they're just trying to wipe the Union? But at least wait for the counterattack to end. Because if they just wait for this counterattack, then they'd be in a prime position to win this game. And more CSA coming in from spawn. They're going up and over.
The artillery's just not doing anything. Not hitting.
Confederates trying to shoot their own flag bearer. Missing him.
Fun times.
I closed it outward. I started it for a second, made my character, and then wasn't happy with his name because I think Quantrell's a stupid name.
Dear
I don't know
Eagle.
what CSA is doing. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not. They're gonna push in the last
stand.
stand. No, they're gonna push in the last stand because they're
Union's
just gonna
starting
slowly
to cap.
it. They're gonna slowly cap it. They're not gonna.
Yeah,
Do it all
Union is capping on purpose here. Union should start pre-capping.
CSA's not going in together whenever they're pushing up. They're just leaving some people back and sending a small group forward, and it's not going to work that way.
1 minute left. Union's gonna win this game.
This is ridiculous. I don't get it. I do not understand why. Stand up there.
The logic, turtle is a good strategy and all, but there's a way to defeat it. Sorry.
They're not.
Sorry. Not turtling. This overtime strategy crap. Trying to push the enemy in the last stand. There's a very simple way to not let this happen, and now they're falling back.
Look to the southwest
they're
point.
falling back.
Look southwest of point. There's a stone wall CSA could hide behind.
Yeah, exactly. I know. There's that. You just go to the right side, to the southeast, and go sit by the fucking snake fence. I guarantee you won't take as many casualties.
10 seconds left. Union's gonna win. We're gonna see an overtime here. They'll hit last stand, and it'll be history.
Yep. They're all waiting too long to push that point.
And overtime has begun.
It just needs to leave, dude. Why are they
charging in? I get they're trying to end the game. They're trying to end the game, but they're just gonna go in the last stand. Union's gonna cap and win.
What are they doing? What the hell is wrong with them?
They hit last stand.
What the hell is wrong with them?
CSA's got a cap here, or else they lose the game.
What was that?
Point still going in favor of the Union.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. A lapse of judgment is, I think, an understatement.
Any other thoughts on this round, Buzz?
I did. Like, what? I don't get it. Why stay up there? I mean, I do get it. Why stay up there? Because they want to kill more people. We want to get their tickets down, you know? You're getting butt fucked. It should be clear to you that you're getting butt fucked. Someone must have not been listening. I think someone must have not been listening. Is the case.
I mean, a decent amount of their team was up there.
I
But
guess
Sussy
so. I don't
Brigade was the
know.
furthest forward. Maybe we'll see afterward. But Cord, your thoughts for the round?
Sussy Brigade was up there for a bit, and then they fell back, and then I saw Zap up there still. But that's the only people I saw up there was Maryland. I don't know.
Cord, your thoughts?
Yeah, there's not much point in trying to take their tickets down if you're the one being pushed all the way back, because they're just gonna at least equalize you.
There was no need to charge. Should just let them
Yeah,
have it.
you could have just properly turtled there or counter turtled. I don't know what you want to call it, and you would have been fine.
Yeah, with that being said, we'll see you in the post-game interview. And here we are with our post-game interview for tonight's Battle Line Network Wednesday event. We had 2 exciting matches. Our first match was on the Nicodemus Hill Affair and Balance map, IVB leading USA against 5th Florida as CSA, and despite IVB being outnumbered 10-15 for a decent portion of that round, they came up on top in the end. And then our second round was on Hill's counterattack, where 8th New York led the defense against Missouri State Guard, who was attacking. And with the counterattack phase flipping, making the attackers the defenders, 8th New York pushed MSG in the last stand and won the game. So we have leaders and people from the night to talk about strategy and more. So let's go through and introduce everybody. So let's start with the USA team tonight. First, let me see here. We have Star.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Starr of the Fighting 5th Virginia.
Thank you. And then we got Knight.
Major Knight of the 8th New York, 1st German Rifles.
And then we have Preacher.
Hello, I'm Preacher. OnlyCavs.com. Thank you. First Cav.
All right, cool. And now everyone on the CSA side tonight. First we have Grim.
Lieutenant Colonel Grimm, Colquitt's Brigade. Nice seeing you tonight, gentlemen.
And we got Handshake.
I am Senor Handshake. I am the sharpshooting and scouting element leader for 2nd Mississippi and Mississippi Brigade. How's everybody doing?
And my bad, Handshake was on the USA side tonight. I missed that, my bad. Also, on the USA side, who I missed was Fair.
Yep, Captain Fear, 5th Virginia.
And now back to our CSA side. We have McPhail.
Yeah, Justice for Booch.
Panzer.
Quartermaster Sergeant Panzer of the Graves Battery and Graves Battery Guard.
Huncho.
Huncho Ed here from the 1st 5th NC, 5th NC, excuse me, 1st Lieutenant, free agent pickup for Sussy Brigade.
We have Nuclear P.
Howdy, everyone. Major Nuclear P here from the Missouri State Guard.
And last but not least, who's also on Union. Sorry, I'm like looking at the chord sheet right now to like figure out things, and I see MB on the sheet and second MS in here. It's perfectly fine. But we also have Provost, who's on Union tonight.
Hey, I'm Provost, Artillery Commander for Mississippi Brigade. Yes, I did play Union. What are you gonna do? But anyway.
So, anyways, let's go to our first round, Nicodemus Hill. So, Union was attacking, so we'll start with you guys. What was your strategy to attack the Nicodemus Hill, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Go ahead, Colonel.
I'll say that off the rip, the plan was to go right. The whole team was supposed to go right, and right as we're about to push forward, an artillery shell wipes about half our team.
You're welcome.
So the first push was not the greatest. After we all rallied back together, though, and we finally got up there, we ended up getting back behind the barn where, again, artillery was just pounding the snot out of us the whole time. And eventually it just came down to a shooting match, and then much later down to the absolute wire. Just final push to last stand, about as close as it can get. Very good fighting on both sides, and very good performance by my Captain Fear, who was leading my line tonight.
Thank you. Any other comments from the Union side for the first round?
We came, we saw, we suffered, we persevered.
But is that the only Union comment on Nicodemus?
Good game.
Okay, thanks, Preacher. Well, I
Jeez.
will I'll give you a.
Good already, Provost. Is that what you want to hear?
No, the plan was the Union is going to go right, like double fist right, whatever. And I had my guns aimed because we expected the Confederates to stack up on the left, which would, the Union left or Confederate right, whatever, up there on that stone wall. And we were going to catch them coming all the way down that stone wall in front of the White House. And we did. And they obliged every time. And they came out of that stone wall defense trying to, even though it may not have seemed like it was working, the Union kept pulling the Confederates to the right that left artillery open, and we absolutely lit them up. And, it worked out, somehow at the last second it worked out. But yeah, the plan to me actually, even though it fell apart at times, it actually worked out. So, hats off to the Union commanders and hats off to Gray's battery. They were trying to stop it as hard as they could, whatever. And, it is what it is. And
Thank you, Major.
fun night.
Uh,
But anyway, I'll pass it on.
all right. I guess we'll go to the CSA side, who was defending Nicodemus Hill. So what was your guys' strategy to defend the Nicodemus Hill, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Nobody wants to speak on that?
I'll speak in a bit, but I just want somebody to say the plan first because I didn't know the plan to begin with.
Yeah, so like the plan was to begin with, Ridley Zoo put it out to a T. He knew that they were going to go to the orchard side, so our left, their right. And pretty much what we're going to do is just have, I think, 12th VA, and then whatever 12th VA, 5th and C, and 1 Reg, and then the cavalry, which was Florida and Maryland. We were going to hold the orchard at all costs, but I don't know where that changed at in the end. Obviously, they got the barn, and then we just stopped focusing on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then forgot who was on top, the top side, holding the hill, but that's pretty much it.
Anyone else?
Nuclear, you got anything?
In terms of the overall conduct of the match, everyone fought their damn hearts out. I think the plan was well planned and fairly well executed. The Missouri State Guard was on CSA right, Union left. Always ready, moving back and forth between center and CSA right. It was just Union artillery was just on point, right in center there. Every time we'd move center, we felt like we cleared them all the way off, and then we were getting wiped left and right. So, shout out to Union artillery on Nicodemus Hill because you were super duper deadly on there.
Mm-hmm. Who charged out the porch like at the very beginning?
I don't remember.
Talk about the Union side or our side?
Yeah, Union side. Yeah.
I think it was 9th Corps that jumped because I think IVB went through the orchard.
Yeah,
So,
whoever
we-
that was.
we
yeah,
wiped
whoever
them and
that
got
was.
3 flags down.
Yeah, whoever that was, we like surrounded them and just pretty much told them no loiterers.
Yeah, I was one of the flags, but we're not going to talk about that one.
Oh, you heard me saying no Jehovah's Witnesses allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say like pretty much it all. I wouldn't say it went all downhill, but it pretty much hindered us when they took the barn and we just pretty much let them just start mustering up.
Yeah, because we could tell that's what I kept saying. That's what they're going to do is get in there with flags and then start spawning people in, and then just have a huge force in the barn. And I was told by the person leading that we shouldn't take the barn. We ended up actually still wiping it out, I think 2 or 3 times before they finally took it the first time, or took it eventually and then kept it. And then basically we were the ones like far up on the left by the already shooting out at them.
Yeah.
But I think the issue is that when they take the barn like that, it's not just about them being able to shoot at the barn at people in the open. It's also that now they're not going to have to charge in the open across that whole field while we're shooting them down. And so we don't get those tickets anymore. We were up like, I think, a half a ticket stage when that happened.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then after it happened, that's when everything went downhill.
Yeah, we were winning all like the charges and melee, in my opinion. Then once the shooting started, they were just shooting all the people down.
No, it's
It was a lone 9th Corps member.
All right, so for Graves Battery perspective, thank you for the compliment, Provost. We actually had y'all gunned in and loaded, ready to shoot on spawn, and then we saw y'all taking off left, and we knew where IVB's favorite rally point was. So we pre-aimed there and just waited for y'all to move.
Yeah, Artie smacked like IVB as soon as they like tried to get to the orchard. It was pretty hilarious.
Yep.
And I think that pretty much like just shocked them, and they went for the porch. Yeah, and then we all know how that happened.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were trying to keep casualties ahead of time. We were told not really to have any counter battery orders, so we were leaving Provost alone for a change. Love you, Provost. And then we saw our guys moving down from the right and getting hit by Provost's guys, and we were like, "Oh no!" Final charge, we just started throwing it every round we could down range, but the ticket count was just too much by then, so it was sad. I'm still shocked we had 500 more kills. That was insane.
That's crazy to see.
I would have said, yeah, we should have just charged out like into the open and just met them head on, because that could have gave us like another 15, 20 more seconds, and we probably would have won that.
It was at 10 seconds when they started to cap.
Ah, okay, yeah, that definitely would have stopped
And
that.
it wasn't really the Artie we needed to charge at. It was the
No,
fucking,
yeah.
just everybody on the wall there needed to go forward into the field. I
Yeah,
think that's a meta that people don't use as much as they should, which is that when the enemy is like final push and your last stand, countercharge them so they can't get to the point.
Yeah, all you need is
3
people on the point.
Graves, I'll tell you, Panzer, I did not dedicate one gun to counter artillery. We were totally going after infantry, so it's a little secret. But yeah, y'all put up a hell of a fight, whatever. But I was leaving you guys alone too, so.
Poor infantry.
Yeah, I even said, "Oh God, Provost is on to Artie," and we just needed like steer clear of the point, especially at last stand.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we were doing real good for the first part of that. We were coordinating our charges right, like our right was getting hit, and we all got there on time and defended the wall. Like Zoo was doing a really good job of coordinating everybody.
Yeah.
It's just that I felt the decision to not take the barn back again, like wipe it, because we were easily wiping it every time that they tried to
Yeah,
take the barn.
because we were charging from both sides, especially when they were in the garage, just totally catching them off guard.
I just
And
felt that was the part that killed us, was we didn't take the barn again and let them have it, and they shot us up from the barn and cover, and we were in the open.
Yeah.
There's just certain maps where like certain strategies like just don't work, because the map on that, like Nicodemus, is so open once you give up those covers. It's completely open all the way to the Artie.
Yeah, and
You
that
can't
white
give
shed,
it up.
the white shed's not bulletproof either.
Yeah, and the White House, basically, once they're in the barn, they can shoot the back of the White House. So now the White House is useless. And then what other cover do you have? You have nothing all the way back to the main spawn.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Covered up everything.
Yeah, it was fun. Plans worked, plans didn't, and readjusting whatever. But hats off everybody. That was a fun map. But anyway, I'll shut up.
It was a great first round, very exciting. Second round, different take. Let's get going there. So, CSA was attacking. So what was your guys' strategy to attack the hills counterattack? That's a weird way to say that. And how did you guys react to the Virginia battlefield?
So, for our strategy on hills, we were expecting a large amount of aggression, mostly down CSA left, Union right. So we figured that if we could move faster than the Union and hold the woods on CSA left, we'd have good angles of fire across pretty much the whole map and also be able to volley them if they decided to turtle on the hill. We did manage to keep Graves Battery in the field a little bit off to CSA right, so they could focus fire between the hill and the Union corn, just to help us cover our sectors, and we kept a skirmish unit on CSA right as well. Overall, I think pretty much everyone here reacted really well to everything. Everybody was very receptive to orders, even with everything changing. Our biggest shortcoming was somewhere towards the beginning. We allowed a charge towards Union right, CSA left, and it cost Union a lot of tickets, but it also cost us quite a bit of tickets, and we lost our ticket lead, and I think that's what ultimately led to our downfall.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We were over there, and I think me and Ed both were like, why are we charging the fence that's out of bounds that we can't really do anything with?
Yeah, and I was even briefing them. I said, if we do charge it, make sure to pull your people out at 15 seconds left, because that's all you'll have enough time for. You'll have like 2 or 3 seconds to spare. And I think we lost more people dying out of bounds than actually out of line, out of bounds, than actually like getting shot down. But yeah, people get kill hungry. I'm one of them. I like killing people. Well,
yeah, I can speak to that. That was it was brought up in Boom Chat. Somebody requested to charge, and they were not getting much of any answers from anyone in Boom Chat. So I went ahead and cleared that hot. So that's my mentality of the only bad decision is no decision.
Mm-hmm.
So that ended up costing us in the long run, and that's I'm going to take sole responsibility for that. But I think as a whole, MSG really learned a lesson here about tactical patience, because I sure as hell did.
If you want, I'll take some of that responsibility. Take the burden off your shoulders.
I don't know, like that was a map that was the way that Union played it. We couldn't be too patient, and we couldn't be. I think we kind of played it badly in terms of.
Every time we played against like someone on the Union, they played
like
the same way.
They were engaged at 19 minutes. Like we needed to be more aggressive almost. But at the same time, like the charge, that was a bad charge in terms of charging people who were out of bounds and we're just gonna fucking die.
IVB and 9th Corps were out on the CSA far right for most of the match, like pushing far
Yeah.
pretty forward too. Why did CSA not like send more men over to the right to engage IVB and 9th Corps?
There might have been a communication issue there because we never on the left even heard about it. Literally, I had people in my Discord asking, what's going on in the right? And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, because I'm not hearing anything in the Steam chat about
Yeah,
the right.
I think Doug eventually went over there just to
Yeah.
figure out. But
We had to deploy the Graves Guards. It was like we got our guns into position, and as soon as we did, we saw IVB and 9th Corps charge us. I was like, God dang it, it's the tournament again! Fucking retreat.
And then when they charged us in the woods on the left side,
we held that.
we didn't hear anything from the right side that the Union had gone all the way back behind us and was on the snake fence behind us until they started shooting us, and then we were like, oh shit, they're behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were trying to coordinate with try to see if we should just charge those people out, but I just think it just got bogged down by everybody like just talking. And
I
trying
think
to
for
figure
some
out
people it was
what we
their
should
first
do.
time in the Steam chat, wouldn't it? So maybe they just didn't know they're supposed to speak up about, they're getting charged out or wiped and they need help over here.
Hats off to CQB and 9th Corps for getting up on the single fence first. Pretty ballsy.
But it wasn't until the second map that I even knew that like this event was done where we're supposed to follow the lead of whoever's leading. That's why I was arguing with Stu a little bit on the first one. I didn't realize that we were supposed to follow. So
I'm sorry, McPhail.
no, and I
Get
just
out of this
deferred
call.
everything to
Get out of this
MSG.
call.
They told
Get out of
me,
this call.
like MSG is leading. So that's when I was like, okay, we're just gonna do whatever they say. And so whatever Spartan was saying on the left side is what we did.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time because I was like trying to get shots off, but I was like seeing black and red, black and white the whole game.
The capturing of the point seemed like it was a controversial situation.
It looked like one. It looked like they were kind of going in and then back out and then getting back in.
Well, we were just like, well, if someone's gonna cap it, don't send the whole fucking team. You only need 5 guys.
Yeah, I yelled that at like the last last couple seconds before the charge was going to go off. I think it was at 18 flat, something like that.
Which was
There
a
were-
wise.
there were
That was
quite a
wise,
few
in
that
my
pulled
opinion.
back.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we should don't send the whole team. Just send like three or four people. But I yelled it more aggressively because the adrenaline.
Yeah, thank you for that, Huncho. You were very
Yeah.
much a voice of reason there.
Yeah, and then just like like in the end, ultimately, like when they put us in the last stand, I try to tell, yelling at everybody to come to the crossroads, so
Yeah,
they can't really shoot at
I
us.
think a lot of people have. I heard someone say, "What is the crossroads?" So I think one
Ah.
of the problems is just the people in the Steam chat. Some of them I think were newer and didn't really know the maps as well.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Yeah. Say
And
something.
then I guess we could talk about the end there too, where they got the road, and then we were. There are people on the left side of the crossroads were kind of like, "Hey, everyone, come over here," because we wanted to first off shoot into the flank and not let them have the defilade of the road that's sunken a little bit. But then also, like, we were going to try to make a push down the sides of the fences and just wipe them out, hopefully. Because that's really the only thing you can do in that situation. If you shoot it out with them, you're going to lose guaranteed. But we had some units that, for whatever reason, just kept, like, charging the snake fence right up on top of them, getting slaughtered, and doing it again and again and again.
I think they got lost. A lot of guys ran up and then turned around.
Yeah.
Like one at a time. Yeah.
And that was a lot of out-of-line tickets probably there.
Yeah.
I know on the left, you guys weren't really shooting down the road at all, so we didn't really get any people hit on the left side.
All right, thank you.
It's all that were so terrible.
So let's go to the USA side for the second round. What was your guys' strategy to defend on Hill's counterattack, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
So the initial strategy was send IVB 9th Corps far left, corn, jump the fence, get on snake fence, and give them hell on that left side. Take everybody else except for 5th Virginia to be a floater onto the right hand side, and simply just hold back long enough, get them to honestly do exactly what they did, push out initial charge, cause them to do what they did there, and then pull back up top of the hill and just shoot it out with them. The communication was great. When CQB had come over, they ran with 5th VA. The movement that those guys did, honestly, 5th VA and CQB doing what they were doing was amazing. On that right side, as Preacher, I was like, hey, do you mind getting off to our left, getting an angle on them, and just kind of hit them from another angle? And him and his fucking Cavaliers did what they do best, fucking give them hell. And honestly, it was just kind of just a waiting game. I mean, really, they got ahead of us on tickets. They charged out. We backed up. We got up on top of the hill, just started shooting it out with them, and we started catching up. And then we started, getting a ticket advantage on them. And then that initial cap that y'all did, I was getting everybody rallied up because we was going to, as soon as y'all charged out, we were going to charge through the woods. IVB 9th Corps was going to come across the field and get y'all stuck in the open field. And then I seen half of y'all turn around and go back, and I was just like, oh, they're doing a bait cap. And then I seen like a couple more guys still just kind of standing out there, and I was just like, are they doing a cap? Because it started slowing down, and then it went all the way up. I was just like, okay. So in the back of my mind, I was sitting there thinking, it's like either it was a communicational error, or they're trying to bait us into doing a full frontal charge, trying to push them out, and they're just going to catch us when we're out with their pants down. But overall, guys did an amazing job on the Union side. Y'all did a fantastic job on the CSA side. Just the overtime just kind of killed y'all with that situation, with y'all saying y'all had a communication breakdown and stuff when y'all capped and got stuck on the fence. But other than that, you guys gave it hell.
All right, thank you. Any other Union have thoughts for the second round?
Yeah,
I think this.
Go Preacher.
I think the CSA plan was sound. I feel like there might have been some execution issues, but honestly, I felt like your plan was good. I couldn't think of any a better way to play it myself, except that I've already fired at Union Main. I'm surprised it was still firing at the east flank.
Yeah,
That's
that
all.
threw me off because they weren't hitting very many shots on that right side. The few shots that they fired up top of the hill, they actually was knocking us down and killing us. But
Yep. I
Yeah,
was
that,
trying to keep them suppressed somewhat. Like I said, I could not get fuse time rate. I was black and white and getting shot at constantly, so it was hard.
yeah, one of our artillery dudes joined in the middle of the dang second match, and I told him, "Hey, we need the hill knocked out." And he was pretty much firing like the one gun up there. I forgot with whoever's battery it was, and they were just hitting them best as they could. If he would have joined at the beginning of the game, it would have been a little bit better for us. Hope more than likely.
You know, if I may speak, the Confederate artillery on hills was excellent because they were making shots that that are normally not shots that you make on hills. They were put up on the ridge top, whatever, and getting some pretty close shots, which made us adjust. And I told uh, Nelson with MB, I'm like, we're gonna have to. They're starting to zero in, and they were making incredibly hard shots that that are not easy to do. Whatever you have to put case, you get the time fuse and all that kind of good stuff. Whatever, and they followed us around. Even though it wasn't like a bloodbath, they continued to make us have to adjust. And I told Nelson we're going to have to adjust. They're starting to get in on us, whatever. And he did, and we went around. But that's a hard map for artillery, and to get shots close, you know, Gray's battery did a fucking fantastic job. Excuse my language, but to get shots, I mean, that's a long way off. So, you know, don't uh, don't think Gray's battery. Don't get your head in the sand. I mean, you guys kicked ass, and I knew you were coming after us. And as an artilleryman, I would just tell the infantry commander, "All right, I can tell what they're doing," and we would I'd have him move. But anyway.
Well, special thanks to JD's battery that was with us. I can't remember who they were. They were with me and director lining those shots up on Hilltop. That was
Great shots. Very hard shots to make, bro. I've been there, and very hard.
Thank you.
All right.
But anyway, that's all I got to say.
Thank you.
There's not much I can say that hasn't already been said. Everybody did a kick-ass job tonight. I didn't speak much because everybody else just about spoke for me. I didn't really contribute much to this match apart from just being a rifle in the line. There's not a lot of things sharpshooters can do on those specific maps. But yeah, the only thing I really contributed was when we had charged out the CSA on the Union right, CSA left-hand side through the that little wood line. The bluff cap was mine and Smokey's idea. We put 3 guys out on there. As far as I know, the ruse worked, but we just recapped only a little bit. Maybe fooled the CSA into thinking, oh, hey, they're going for point, and then pulled back out.
Saw that.
It's the only thing I contribute.
Contributed to a win.
That's a good mindfuck, though, honestly.
It was. It actually made me change targets. I started to aim for point as soon as I saw it go. Good job, second MS.
But yeah, does anyone else have any thoughts before we call it off for the night?
Just gonna do a quick word here. Yeah, we had CQB joined in our side second match. Quick reactionary force. We didn't have to do a lot, really. There was that one charge on that right side. That was about it. And then the rest of the time, we kind of sat on a hill and watched the movements of the CSA team, gave callouts to 9th Corps, IVB. 9th New York was on that right side with us, so we just kind of stared them down and made all the callouts. That was kind of our job in that center while we're staying our spawn. So, yeah.
Cool.
And with CQB, we ended up we didn't respond in time to be able to get down the hill, so we ended up staying down at the rocks and just shooting it out to the point where we ran out of ammo, or we're getting barely maybe 3-4 shots left. So we called it out in boom chat, and then we were told, hey, come join on the left and we're going to charge. So at least, you know, our lives are worth something.
It's good to hear.
But it was a lot of fun. Our guys had a lot of fun these 2 rounds.
It's great to hear. Amazing. Cool.
Eagle
Yeah.
wants to stay up all night and talk about politics, religion, and all kinds of stuff. So, Steph, Eagle, it's okay. I know you're gonna be at work early and you're trying to rush us out of here, but somebody talk about stuff to make Eagle stay up.
Yeah, that's right. I thought 5th NC had at least 7 more debrief points they wanted to cover.
Oh,
right?
of course.
Exactly.
What's your stance on Israel, guys?
It's fine if people keep talking and stuff. It's just if I think there's a pause, I'll transition. That's all.
Yeah,
sorry.
he's like,
Sorry if it comes off that way.
Nah, bro. Just messing with you. I think that concludes it.
Anyone else?
I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on Knight's dick for a second and say that was fucking good calls on round 2. It was kind of like just right now here. It's kind of like Tai Chi, like using that inertia to fucking throw fucking someone to the ground. Tai Chi is a bad fucking reference, but yeah, I thought it was honestly there were some good calls there that I never thought of myself. Also by 6LA and CQB, and I was really impressed. I think we pulled our weight, but everyone else really pulled theirs. So like fucking well done. And Rebs played their heart out. The Yankees just I think they had something to do with it.
Didn't know the 6LA was here.
Yep. Sorry about
Preacher,
your late
Preacher, can you get your guys to show up on time next Wednesday?
Apparently not. So, but I'm trying. I'll try my best.
Let's see. We
Yeah,
can work
Preacher,
on that.
I will say, Pastor, thank him so much for showing up the course.
Oh, I have.
That
Yeah.
was unbelievably huge. So, anyone else have anything before we call off?
Sorry for shooting your legs, Knight.
All right.
It's fine.
Now let's turn it over to the audience.
Right?
Let's go to super chats here.
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
No, good shit, boys. That was definitely a fun match.
It was.
Don't forget to call in at 1-555-555-5555 and leave your message at the tone. We will respond to your questions.
I'd honestly be kinda cool. If we ever live stream,
$2.99 a minute to answer your questions.
YouTube, we would like to thank you for all your views, comments, and subscriptions for Battle Line Network reporting live.
Good Lord.
That'd be April 1st.
See you again next week.
Honest, if we live stream, having super chats in or like people asking questions for during the debrief would be kind of cool. That'd actually be sick.
Yeah, he'd be so unemployed though.
And we'd end up dragging this out by an extra like 45 minutes because people would rant off about that random question and everyone would want to put in their opinion.
But, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Join the Discord. We have channel memberships now. That's like a Patreon on here. You can get a little badge by your name, custom emojis. Great stuff. Hit the join button. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Have a good night, everyone.